So here we have the Kia Sportage 1.7 CRDI2 on a 65 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the boot, you'll see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. And then underneath this carpet section, not only is it a full-size spare wheel, it's an alloy full-size spare wheel, which is very rare. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. Now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see that it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get half leather seats. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, we have the speedometer in the middle, and then on the right-hand side, the coolant temperature gauge and the fuel gauge. You can also see in the middle at the bottom, we've got a trip computer, which includes the total miles on this car of 25,014. Just displayed above that, it will show how much fuel is left in the car in miles as well, which is a really handy and useful piece of information to have. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side, we have the stereo controls, and on the right-hand side, cruise control. In the centre, at the bottom of the steering wheel, we've got the ability to answer and end phone calls. We've also got the voice activation for the phone. So hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it can do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or your pocket. That is, of course, once you paired up your phone, and that is done over on the central stereo area just here by hitting the button that says phone, and then following the instructions on screen using these numbers here. When it comes to radio, this car's got FM radio, as you can see, and it's got AM as well, and then back round to the FM again. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do that via the CD player. There's also auxiliary and USB inputs, all of which are accessed by pressing this button. As you can see, nothing is connected or inserted at the moment. Working our way down from that section, we've got the dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature, fan speed up or down from here. You can determine where within the car you'd like the air to be distributed with using these buttons along the bottom just here. Then when you're happy with all of those settings, that button will turn the air conditioning on, or you can hit auto and the car will now maintain those temperatures by taking full control of the fan speed for you, and you can override that at any time you wish to. Below that section, we've got a 12-volt charging socket, USB and auxiliary inputs, and then this button here will turn on or off the parking sensors for the car. We then have a 6-speed manual gearbox. Last thing I wanted to talk about are the two sunroofs. You can see the sunblind on the rear one is open. That's a fixed roof, so that's useful for letting in a lot of light. This front one, however, you can pull the blind back first of all, but it will then slide open to give you a proper full sunroof, as you can see. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.